Swings tonight as great as the squeeze of this basketball game?
Probably on the inside. I tried not to let it show as much, but we played as well as we played, maybe as well as we can play the first half. And not just because we made shots, but the ball moved, we guarded, we were active, did just about everything right. And in the second half, we weren't as good, but we also missed some open looks, but they were great. You know, when you're playing from behind, sometimes that's the most fun games to play in if you're on offense, because the basket looks like a water tub. There's no pressure if you don't make shots. And then, of course, it looked like a thimble for us, you know, till late. But guys made plays, and our young kids came through, and it was a great basketball game and an unbelievable win.
Brandon said he knew right away that shot was good. Did you?
Which one?
The last one.
The three.
Did you have a good look at it?
Well, I watched. You know, I was watching. I usually try to watch the game, but I don't know if I had a special look or anything like that. But it was a big time play because we're shooting one to try to tie it, and we end up off a missed free throw going up two. And that, you know, there were some big shots. I thought BG's first two that he made off the elevator door play was as big a shot as there was, because it goes from 4 to 2, and then Frank, I think, hit one high off the glass that goes from 4 to 2. And then, of course, BG gave us a lead, and how many great plays did Kelly make down the stretch. So it was a great team effort, but Brandon obviously played very well.
Did you have a feeling that Cliff would give you more tonight after?
Yeah, I thought, you know, Cliff had a really good practice yesterday, even though it's short, and he had a great shoot around today. Cliff is, you know, he's been a struggle. He's the most coachable kid in the world, and we all love him. But he's been a struggle because he hasn't brought the same energy level consistently. And when he doesn't play with energy and bounce, he just becomes average. Because guys that aren't unbelievably skilled, they make up for it by their intangibles. And you know, tonight he looked like he had skill because his intangibles were so good, and which is true. I mean, and I thought he was great. You know, 13 and 13 against those two cats, and I thought he played very well. And of course, Mari's got a hip flexor deal, and he wasn't effective at all. So it was a good thing that Cliff came through.
Bill, is it crazy to think that they're making this amazing comeback, and they finally get a lead, and it almost looked like maybe that was good for your team, that you started to relax?
I don't know.
Is that crazy?
Yeah, that's a Wichita rider right there. But I don't know if that's. It's almost like, okay, we had to make it harder on ourselves than what it was. But you know, I don't know if it was that as much the coincidence of guys making a couple of plays when we were behind that kind of just took the lid off the basket.
But it's not the first time. I mean, you've had 3 wild mood swing games.
Yeah.
You count Utah and Florida. What is that? I mean, there's probably a lot of things.
I think the Florida game, we started off miserably, and then we flipped it in a positive way. Utah, we were miserable the second half, and we almost couldn't get it back. But I think they took the lead too late, and then we closed it. I'd watched the tape. I didn't think we played as bad tonight. Second half, I thought we missed shots. And I thought they played really well. So, you know, a lot of times when you look at it, Blair, from my standpoint, you look at it, we were great, we were awful. I think we were great, and I just think they were great. The second half more so, but certainly, you know, you got to figure out a way to win close games, and we didn't do it on Saturday, but we were fortunate that we could do it tonight.
Is it possible we could see these wild swings in this league because of the competitiveness too?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, they're really good, and that was a great home crowd, and we were lucky to win and were fortunate. And then I don't think we go back down there till the last game of the season, and hopefully that game will be for a lot of high stakes. But I think you're going to see. I mean, I hate to say this, and fans won't like hearing this, but you can play really well and lose, and we probably would have. We didn't play well Saturday, but even if we played well, that wouldn't have guaranteed any success up in Ames. And there's going to be the same way for us and for everybody else moving forward. There's 7 or 8 teams that if they play well, they're going to be difficult to beat wherever you play. So I think you'll see a lot of swings in games like you saw tonight. But when you can shoot the ball like they can, and you got Buddy and Cousins, and the basket gets big. Sometimes good defense doesn't make any difference. They still make shots.
Bill Cliff has, two of the bigger plays, gets that offensive rebound to lead to the three, but
Right.
gets a charge right after that. How important is it for you guys to be able to reach your peak, that you get that kind of energy from him going forward?
Well, let's be honest. I mean, hey, Perry and Jamari are great, but they don't have they don't give us a physical presence like Cliff potentially does. So we need that. We need that. It changes our team, regardless of who starts or what we do moving forward. Everybody needs a rim protector. Everybody needs somebody that can get rebounds in traffic, that has extremely strong hands. I mean, there's so many things that good teams have from a physical presence that really we haven't had that consistently this year. And it's not a knock to Cliff. Hopefully it's taken him half his freshman year to kind of figure it out. But hopefully from this point forward, we'll see a turned up guy.
But when a guy like that is kind of inconsistent and you're kind of maybe searching for the right ways to push his buttons, right now is he kind of just reacting to maybe sitting the other night a little bit? Is that something?
I think you'd have to ask him. He played 16 minutes the other night or something like that, but he didn't play much the second half. But you'd have to ask him. But there's people that are very close to him that agree that he's not playing with the motor that he's capable of playing with. And you may think of that, well, he's not trying or he's not playing hard. That's not necessarily true. When your brain hesitates and you're thinking, all of a sudden you lose that motor. And so, I mean, can you imagine a sprinter if their mind's cluttered? I mean, they have no chance. And he hasn't been playing with that free mind because he is conscientious. He wants to do it, but we just need to say, hey, screw up. I mean, that's fine. Screw up. Just make sure you do it at 100 miles an hour, and we would be a much better team.
Coach, could you comment on the presidential visit coming up on Thursday? Do you have hopes that he'll be able to meet with the team? Or?
Yeah, we're trying to get that worked out. I've been in contact with somebody out of his staff or office, and would like to get that worked out because that would mean a lot to not only it'd mean a lot to everybody in our program, but certainly to our players. And I hope that that's the case, but there's no guarantee that is the case. From what we understand, he's on a very, very tight schedule, and we'll see how it plays out. But he's a pretty big basketball fan, so I think if it's possible, he would definitely like to do that based on what I've been told.
Bill, what about Jamari update? What's wrong with him?
He hurt his hip about a week ago, and it's been bothering, but we had no idea it was bothering tonight until at the end of the game. He kind of hid it from us, and I think that was the reason why he wasn't near as effective. But I didn't notice him limping or anything like that. But he said he didn't have his quickness or his explosiveness like he normally does.
With Cliff hustling through his mistakes, is that kind of the same mentality you want Kelly to have as well?
Well, Kelly's playing though. I mean, Kelly is playing that way. We're not a great execution team. I've said that all along, but we could play with energy and do some things to allow us to look really good because, if you play with energy and that kind of stuff, it camouflages all your sins, so to speak. And but you're really exposed when you don't. And Kelly's done a really nice job. There wasn't a better player in the game than him the last 3 minutes. He was great.
Coach, along with Wilt, Bernie Shelby and Homer Floyd, two of the first African-American team captains here at KU and anywhere really, they were honored here for King Day celebrations. Did you have any opportunity to meet?
I haven't had a chance, no. I knew that was going on, but myself nor our staff or team has had a chance to have any contact. I was also under the impression that Barbara Lewis was going to be here as well, which is obviously a cool deal because that's Wilt's sister. But and there may have been more coming from Wilt's family. I'm not positive, but I haven't had a chance to hook up with anybody.
Coach, you guys have put up 80 plus the last couple of games. What pace do you prefer this team to play at?
Well, I mean, when you make your first 8 threes, there's a chance that you're going to score more points. But we didn't score 81 points in a real game against Iowa State. We traded baskets late, so that wasn't a true. We went out and we earned 81 points. That was them playing not to foul and us driving it downhill late. But we need to play fast. We need to. we need pace. When we don't play with pace, we become an execution team, and that's not who we are right now. So we need as much pace as we can from all 5 guys.
All right.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks.